Hey, what's going on, Brick Squad? Welcome back to another episode of Building Anaxes in LEGO here on the channel. This week we have week number 16, and the progress is still steadily being completed every single week, which I'm super happy about. This week we're going to be talking about the base shield generator. It's something that we've seen on Hoth, and it's a pretty standard shield generator, but of course I did add a couple of newer and different things to spice it up a little bit in the mock, so of course stay tuned for that coming up. And also, I apologize, but I forgot to do the giveaway for the Pod Racer set last week, so the winner for this is going to be chosen at the end of this video, so make sure you guys are staying through and watching today's segment. Now, of course, let's go ahead and give a huge thank you to our two series sponsors. Number one is Brick Stuff. If you guys are looking for any custom third-party lights for your own sets or for your own mocks, go ahead and visit brickstuff.com. Use coupon code TBW10. That's capital T, capital B, capital W10 in your checkout to save 10% off, and of course support myself. And last but certainly not least, we have minifigs for you. If you're all looking for any custom minifigures, especially if you want to use the Bad Batch minifigures that I've been generously given for the mock, go ahead and check out minifigsforyou.com down below in the description. So like I said before, this week we're going to be talking a lot about the shield generator that I did get done on stream. Now, I do want to give a huge thank you to WebSlinger55, or at least this was the email. I do encourage you guys to send me any files, like studio files, LDD, something like that, if you guys ever have something you think I should use, because the shield generator did come from that. I made a few slight changes, changing the color, and then of course adding the area around it. But of course, I do want to give a huge thank you to WebSlinger for essentially designing most of the entire shield generator. So, and if you're down in the comments, let me know. Now, one of the biggest changes I did make to the shield generator, originally it was light bluish gray, but I decided to make it dark bluish gray, pretty much for two reasons. Number one, it was actually cheaper. For some reason, the light bluish gray parts were just more expensive, and number two, it's actually more accurate. I'm going to put up an image on your screen right now. This is something you've seen before if you've been watching the series, but you can certainly tell that the shield generator itself is dark bluish gray and not light bluish gray. So I went into the studio file, I just changed a whole bunch of colors and then ordered them all on Bricklink, and of course I did build this entire thing on stream yesterday, so huge thank you to all of you guys who did come out and support me on the stream. It was a super fun time. But what's even better now is that essentially only 1 or 2 more weeks until we finish that entire half side of the road of the interior of the base. So we're definitely coming along, which is super awesome. I'm very happy and still very motivated. And we also do have some minor progress on the medical bay. I'm not going to be quite showing that just yet. That's still a very large work in progress. Shout out to AJ Bricks for helping me with that, but I'm still kind of working through that design. So when that design is sort of coming to an end and when I'm sort of finalizing that, I will share it with you guys either in an Anaxes segment like this one, or maybe just another video like I've done in the past. Before we go ahead and jump in, guys, if you are brand new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe down below and turn on the bell icon. That way you know as soon as I post these videos, and of course drop a like on the video, guys, if you are excited. And let's go ahead and jump on into building Anaxes in LEGO week 16. So now on to the time lapse for this week's build of the shield generator. I first started by getting an initial foundation. I wanted to get an idea of what size I had to work with. I did actually have to cut the size short about 5 studs from the original design, just because it was too big to fit on the side of the road. Once I got that done, I started to rearrange the wall, again getting an exterior working with the specific area, and then I moved on to the shield generator, and this was a trial and error process. Creating anything from studio and transferring it to a physical build is always challenging, especially if it's not your entire design or even if it's your first time doing it. So I started by making the different shells. Of course, I had to figure out how the Technic structure was going to go with the hinge bricks and stuff like that, but that's kind of it for the design process. I'll let you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the time lapse. So as usual, I have been starting off the segments with this overhead view, and you can see we are getting enormous amounts of progress done on that side of the base. Now, of course, we're going to be talking about that shield generator over there. So while I have it in that spot, this is actually a pretty good opportunity to show you guys what the overall thing is looking like in terms of that entire side of the road. So I'm still on my tripod with the camera. So this is what that entire side is looking like. Of course, we have the 2 barracks right there on the left side, and then of course on the right side we have the new shield generator. That's going to be the main focus of today's video. So I'll give you this angle right here for a little bit, just to talk about how the shield generator kind of fits in with the rest of the mock. So it's on the corner, it's on like that back right corner right now. I think that's going to be where it's going to be located when the finale comes around. It's a pretty accurate location as to where it is in the reference images, and of course in the actual Fort Anaxes itself. So I think in terms of like general location, it's going to be back there, and then the space right here you guys can see, that's going to be for the satellite dish array area. And as you can see, there's a lot of room that we still have left. So of course I'm going to be including a lot more different things. Like I said, next week we're going to be working on getting that satellite station up and running right in that section, and then basically this entire side is going to be complete, which is super cool. So let me go ahead and grab that shield generator. I'll move it up to around here, and then we can talk a lot about the build, the technique, and give you guys a much closer look. All right, so here is a much closer look at the shield generator as a whole. Now of course I'm going to be giving you guys a rundown, but first let's get a little bit of a sense of scale. So here is one of the P2 minifigures. I'll just put him in there for sense of scale, so you can see how big it is. It's not necessarily minifigure scale, and the intent was certainly never to do that because I don't have too much room to work with the mock, but just to give you guys a sense of how large or how small it is, depending on how you want to look at it, that is for sense of scale. Now for what I'm going for in the mock, like I've said numerous times, I don't have the ability to do minifigure scale with a lot of these buildings, so I think for what I'm going for and for the room I have to work with, I'm really content with this shield generator. So once again, huge thank you to Webslinger for sending me this shield generator file on my email, so shout out to you, man, I appreciate that. Now you can see, yes, it does really resemble a Hoth shield generator, which I'm pretty sure this is where the concept was drawn from, the concept images that I've been using for Fort Anaxes, but you could tell that there is one very clearly different aspect of this shield generator, and that's because it's dark bluish gray. Now in the reference material I've been using for the Fort Anaxes, it is dark bluish gray, and I figured doing that color swap would not only make the base look a little bit cooler, but it also add a little bit of uniqueness, because like I said, this is such an overdone part of Lego Star Wars mocks when they do the shield generator. So of course making it different anyway is what I'm trying to do, and I appreciate that. So again, the entire design of this was sent to me by one of you guys who watches the videos, and then I essentially went in and changed the colors, changed a few different things, and this is kind of where we're at. So this whole entire section right here is completely modular, so I can lift it up with one hand. That's pretty much it. Now what's really cool about this is it is all interlocked by the tile. There's no like plates on the bottom that I've used for the roof of the barrack, so actually pretty sturdy. Now of course this makes it easier to transport. Like I said, I'm planning on bringing this mock to a couple of conventions at least, so having this be able to pick up easily and transport easily is good. Now what's also great about this shield generator design is that it's all actually interlocked to the base plate. It's not just the one piece shield generator and then it's kind of put on tile so it can move around. Like you guys can see, they're not moving around. If I move around the shield generator, the entire thing moves. So it's really great that I was able to interlock everything and make it all one piece, because like I said, traveling and just even moving it from up and down the stairs or moving it to show you guys is going to be a little bit easier. So that's a great aspect of it. Here's a look at the bottom of it. Again, it's just plates, nothing crazy, but I gotta say the shield generator does look freaking awesome. Now I actually did just move the wall because I wanted to let all the light shine on the shield generator. So in terms of the exterior wall, it's very simple. All I used were the 2x2x3 height slopes. I've actually used a whole bunch of these on the crate wall before, but just in a different color. Now this is not by any means an intricate design for the wall itself, but it is accurate, and that's what I was going for. So of course you guys might not be happy with the very easy design of the wall, but I think it looks good and I think it looks accurate, which is what I'm going for, of course. Now like I said before in the time lapse, this whole process of the shield generator was a trial and error thing, because again, translating a build in a studio file into real life is difficult, especially when you're doing it the first time. So of course there's a lot of different factors you have to consider when you're building something like this, something that's such a intricate and really just unique design and a unique shape. Now I'm not going to take apart the shield generator because it is a little bit difficult to get back on, but I'll give you guys the rundown. Basically there are 3 different parts to each of these shells. So the middle here is going to be hinge bricks that are connected. This whole row is like one part, and then the other 2 parts are the 2 different shells on either side, and there's also a little bit of a piece that connects all of them to make it look like all the shield generators have like energy flowing between them, which is super cool. But again, there's basically only 3 different parts to the shield generator. We have both of the energy shells and then this one long hinge brick connection that goes in the middle. Of course that gives it like a spine, which is also cool. Like I said, all of these parts are interlocked with the actual plate, so the spine's interlocked, those 2 shells are connected to each other and then interlocked in the plate, so that gives a really sturdy foundation. And that's kind of it. I mean, I'm just very happy with how this thing came out. Now, unfortunately, there's no room to extend this base foundation because it actually runs right on the edge of the road all the way to the back of the wall. So there's no room for me to make it larger or to make it bigger. So I think in the end, what I'll end up doing is just having like maybe having 1 or 2 phase 2 troopers just kind of running around in the middle, you know, guarding it or anything like that, and then a couple of guys outside. But now the only thing that I'm really upset about is that I was not able to get more room between the edge of the wall and the shield generator. This is a 1 stud length in between the 2. Like I said, there's not enough room between the wall and the fort road, so it's not something I can fix, although I don't think it necessarily detracts from enjoying this shield generator because it just looks so nice. But that's kind of it. I mean, I'm loving this design. I really got to say, once again, huge thank you to Webslinger for this design. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And dark bluish gray is definitely the way to go for this mock. So once again, let me know what you guys are thinking of the shield generator so far. I think it fits in nicely. And then before you know it, we're going to have the entirety of that side of the road done. So I'm very excited for this. I'm very happy with this shield generator. Let me know what you guys think, and let's go ahead and head to the outro of today's video. So guys, that's going to wrap up building Anaxes in LEGO week number 16. Of course, let me know what you're thinking of that shield generator. Yes, I know it's like the Rebel one, and it's like the one on Hoth, but it's essentially the one in the material that I have, so I figured it really looks cool. Especially, I'm very happy with the fact that I did go with the dark bluish gray. I think having it in dark bluish gray gives it something a little different, as opposed to most of the shield generators that people create in LEGO that are they're always light bluish gray. So having it in dark bluish gray definitely, I think, adds a cool uniqueness to it. And once again, thank you Webslinger for helping me out with this design. I cannot express to you how great this design is, and hopefully I give you guys a good rundown of how it was built and all that kind of stuff, especially through the time lapse. So this is crazy. I mean, we're almost done with that half side of the base, and then as soon as you know it, we're gonna have the entire interior of the base done. Now, what you guys might have noticed is that there's a lot of different crevices and a lot of areas that aren't necessarily finalized yet. That's kind of because I'm waiting for the finale. Obviously, by the finale, you guys will have a pretty good idea as to what the mock's going to look like, but I want there to be a little bit of surprise. I want there to be a little bit of suspense. So there are areas on the mock that don't look exactly perfect. Just know it's for a reason. It's not because I'm missing parts or I'm late. Or actually, I could be missing parts, to be quite honest, but it's just I'm going to wait towards the later half of the series and the later, I guess, finale of the series to give it like that final touch, give it like the final perfection, and then we're going to be showing that to you, of course, in the videos that come there. In all honesty, I'm super happy with the progress we got done this week. It was only about 3 hours or so, honestly, but it's tough juggling school and work, especially now that midterms and finals are going to be coming around the corner. So I hope you guys are still loving the progress so far. Given what I'm doing outside of YouTube, I think I'm pretty content with the progress I'm getting done, especially with the live streams. Again, are super fun. So let me know what you think of everything so far. Of course, if you guys have any tips or suggestions, please put them down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the mock so far and what I should include. So now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the future segments of Anaxes. The next couple, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Next week, we're going to be building the satellite array area. It's going to be going right in between the 2 barracks and then the shield generator. Now after that, that segment's kind of up in the air. So I'm not exactly sure if I'll have a medical bay done by then. It's a little bit harder this time around building the medical bay because the shape is a little bit unique. And of course, I want to make sure I'm adding all the correct interior details, like, you know, beds and different machines, stuff like that. So that might be something I kind of work throughout the next month on, and then maybe we can start working on something else. I've been thinking about maybe finalizing the area behind the wall on that side and then starting to get the mountain going. So like I said, the medical bay has been a difficult challenge in terms of designing, so I do want to kind of keep the progress going. I don't want to necessarily halt the entire series just because the medical bay is a little bit of an issue. But like I said, we might even just build another gunship or another ATTE walker, because that's something I know how to build. And then while I'm doing that, I could also simultaneously be working on newer editions. So, and if you want to go ahead and enter my Kylo Ren shuttle giveaway, I'll leave a link, top link down below in the description, guys. Get yourself in that. It's a free Rise of Skywalker Kylo Ren shuttle. If you want to win it, it's completely free. It takes 3 seconds to enter. Top link below in the description. So I went ahead and put the link in here. So of course, we're going to filter all the comments and see how many unique commenters we got. We got 120 unique commenters, so best of luck. We're gonna go ahead and start the raffle and pick the winner right here. We'll let that load. The winner is Aiden H, and the comment is, "I love how it looks so far. Keep it up." Thank you, Aiden. I appreciate that. So Aiden H, you have 24 hours to contact me via email, Twitter, or Instagram, anything like that. Let me know that you are who you are. Of course, I'll get that giveaway. I'll get the poly bag going out to you pretty fast. If you don't respond in 24 hours, I'm going to pick another winner, so make sure you are there. Again, just for your guys' proof right there, it should say Aiden on your screen, Aiden H. So you have 24 hours to contact me for that. Once again, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay tuned. Tomorrow might be live streaming here on the channel. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Peace.